Do 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 do. That Mario Brothers stuck in my head. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
3 hours later.
We are live via live Facebook. We're the Podguyz Podcast, bringing it to you as we do 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kez.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Dunmore Daredevil, the creator of secrets, the man of mysticism, the innovator of arts, Le Sparky.
And Sparky's there with the big board. He's got a special message for you. Hi, there's a red guy. 5 minutes later, get out. I guess that's a red-hatted fellow. We don't want to name the name of the red-hatted
He is
fellow.
the red-hatted stepchild.
We're gonna just call him
Step-hatted
man with the red hat there, and he's throwing somebody over. Interpret it for your own benefit if you'd like. And Tony, we got some squares down here.
We do. We have a plethora of squares tonight. We are joined by Joshua Ammerman and James Maher.
Mayor?
Maher.
Nice, nice.
Like he is the mayor of
guys?
this town, yet spelled
Going
differently.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome, guys.
Thank
how
you.
are you? Who are you? What do you do? Josh, why don't you give us a little bio about yourself? Let people know what you do, sir.
Yeah, my name is I'm Josh. I do vocals for the band Witness a Tyrant. I'm a musician. I've been doing
Witness
it
it.
a long
That
time.
was you
Yeah,
on the vocals. Now we're gonna
Yeah.
be able to hear their songs. Their songs coming up. Unreleased material right now coming at you very shortly. Josh, you've been in so many different bands.
Yeah,
Name-
since I was
I
a
wa-
kid, Jesus.
I mean,
Since I was 15.
I want you to name your least favorite band you were. Just throw them in the dirt.
Oh God,
Say-
spill the tea. Spill
just- and
the
I know-
tea.
I know how it kind of. I know how you probably have like 3 or 4 where you're just like, but out of
Like,
those
I
3
can't
or
ever
4,
work with them again. I mean, no,
yeah,
like
yeah, where you don't
I've
care
never
if you
really
ever
had too
saw
many bad
them,
experiences.
where it's the worst experience in your life, and you're like, you suck, I'm great, fuck you, you're cool, like a half-baked scenario.
I mean, we actually kind of had a little bit of that happen in our band, me and James, and Conquer the Great with one of our members. I don't want to say who it was, but we had a pretty nasty falling out with one of them where a bunch of stupid shit. But I mean, like with my band experiences, I think a lot of it was when I first got into it. I was only 15 years old. I was young. So I kind of just
You
got
make
thrown
it
to
seem
the
like it
wolves.
wasn't a couple years ago. Like
I'm 36 now. I'm old.
There you go. There you go.
I'm 36. So like back when like MySpace was still like brand new and all that, those eras. Yeah, like it freaked me out a little bit as a kid. So I left the music when I was 17 and I went to the army. Then when I got out, that's when I started getting like heavy into actually like getting into different bands. The one band that I kind of regretted doing like the most as a kid was a band called Catalepsy back in the day. It was just really toxic. Like we were all young and everything. There was a lot of like heavy drinking, partying. We were all young and we were kids. We didn't look at it professionally. So
Like really, who does though? I mean,
none of us.
me
Like, I'm
and- me and
15
James
years
were
old. I grew up
talking
on a
about this
farm in
earlier,
Honesdale, fucking Pennsylvania. It's like it was nuts, man. It was
but
amazing.
a lot of
though, man.
it's
Best
a
times
lot
of
of
my
it's
life.
fuck around time.
Yeah.
Me and James were talking about this.
But I didn't really
earlier.
ever have any like too many like bad experiences. I mean, a lot of it was just a lot of fun, a lot of craziness. I mean, it was tiring. The
Mhm.
road life and everything, you get tired. But I had a blast, man. I wouldn't change it for the world.
That's cool. So what? You don't have a best band? Like the best band right now.
Honestly, the one that I'm in, the one that me and James, I mean, we originally had Conquer the Great, but we're thinking about hanging Conquer the Great up, and we have a few new musicians, a few new members that we have brought into the mix. So we're branding over to Witness a Tyrant, and I'm really happy with the material that we're working on, and I think this is probably some of the best shit we've ever fucking done.
Yeah.
So
I'm loving
sure
the
they have
momentum and the
names
flow.
if you want to name drop.
I like to keep a little bit secret for
right
right now and
on.
everything. Keep it a little bit mystery. I mean, I'll let them come out when they're ready, but we
Yeah,
have
the
some
mu-
pretty awesome musicians. I mean, my other musician, there's my wife. She's on bass with us, Bree. She's in the room sleeping, I think. Babe.
And by the way, professional gamer girl, please check out her streams, her Twitch.
Oh my God, her Twitch and streams are amazing. She has some of the funniest GTA content you'll ever see. She got me and my producer into this shit. We're turning into toxic little characters in Call of Duty right now, which I love. I love trolling people. If I could fuck your day up in a video game and make you hate life, I'm doing something great.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, speaking of trolling people, I don't know.
You want to say hi?
Where is she at? Where is she at there?
Hi, Bree.
Oh, there's Bree. There's the basis.
Hi.
Bree, we're gonna get a little you time in there for a second. If people are going to watch your stream, how would they watch your stream?
Twitch. I stream through Twitch. I used to be on Facebook Gaming, but I swapped over.
And your Twitch handle is?
Sweetie Pie Gaming.
There you go. And what do you usually play as your go-to? Is it just COD or?
I actually have a few games. I play COD.
You look like a Fortniter.
I mean, I play Fortnite. I actually played Fortnite the first time with James. That was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely interesting. I mean, I played Fortnite a couple of times, but she definitely, between my wife and her, they definitely showed me some stuff that I didn't
Breaking
understand.
dreams of 8-year-olds all the time.
Yeah.
But no, I play a variety of different games. I have about 100 and something games on my computer, so I have everything.
So a different flavor every night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very cool. Very cool.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna go back. We're going back.
Going back to Josh. The biggest question is how the music industry is. The biggest question is always about how the music industry is kind of changing.
Oh, absolutely.
In the wrong way. Like people.
I feel it is like. I feel you on that, man. And me and James, we've talked about that numerous times. My wife talked about that. My producer that's here, we talk about it constantly.
Now,
I feel like it's changing for the worst. It sucks.
I agree.
It's the cancel culture shit that I can't stand.
What people aren't doing, and this kind of, it's the business is creativity. That is the main source. Doing something new, something you've never heard before, something that you can't put your finger on, but gets your head tapping, gets you, it gets you saying like, okay, this is good stuff right now. And I can't wait for our viewing audience to hear the jazz metal retro. If Tony wants to fire this up real quick. You got to fire this up because this, in my opinion, this is what music and the industry should all be about. It should be about not just having fun, but finding a sound that you have not heard arrangements placed together like this. Beyonce is apparently the country music singer star.
That blew my mind. When my wife told me that Beyonce won a country music award,
there was
a
lot of blowing
Beyonce
going
country.
on.
What the fuck?
Jay-Z blew how many guys for that? I mean, I don't know.
Couple two tree.
3, 4, 5.
In a P. Diddy boudoir somewhere.
The FBI told Beyonce they would make her country music singer of the year award. They would give her that award if she testifies against P. Diddy. I think it had something to do with it, which is a weird trade-off right there because who's doing that? Tony, do you have it fired up for us here?
I do. I have it fired up, ready to rock and roll.
Okay, everybody get ready for this. Buckle your seatbelts. Lean in if you can because you're going to want to. We're just going to jam out with it and blare it as loud as possible because, the louder the better.
Now, Josh does own the rights to this particular music. Yes. It is brand new, world-renowned. Josh Ammerman. Here we go. Let's play this lovely hit.
Poison the well again with bad breath.
Come on!
Is it doing the thing? There we go. There we go.
I'm slurping taco far, Twinkie cream through a Slim Jim straw. Baby's crying, but I don't care. My mom's crying, but I don't care. Oh no, Timmy poisoned the well again with bad breast milk me. In a world where food's for for the man. Diets fall apart. Taco farts and Slim Jim straws make babies cry. Oh no, Timmy poisoned the well again with bad breast milk meat.
Yeah, jazz, baby.
Fucking
Yeah.
Jazz,
Love
baby.
that shit. Oh. The world needs a little clarinet solo.
In a world where food's for the man, diets fall apart. Taco farts and Slim Jim straws make babies cry. Oh no, Timmy poisoned the well again with bad breast milk meat.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Love that shit.
Good stuff all around. That is what you call creativity there, music industry as a whole. Lyrical genius all around, painting a picture, showing a storyline of only proportions that haven't been seen since the Garbage Pail Kids.
Having fun, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yo, who did all of your musical accompaniment there? Was that you on the piano?
All of us incorporated stuff into that: guitar, piano, everything. A lot of it, my engineer, like he's an amazing fucking engineer. Lux Sound is the backbone to a lot of the stuff that we do.
Yep.
From the visual, videos, editing, audio, everything. An amazing.
You guys
company. I
have a
love
music video as well, or?
We are working on it. Right now we're working on a few more songs and everything. There is a couple songs that we are in the process of getting ready to start doing a music video. We have a few ideas. It all just takes time. Like a lot of us, like we have families and everything. James,
Of course. Time, money,
He just
and-
became a firefighter and everything, so he's busy giving mouth to mouth to babies and stuff, scaring people.
Yeah. Well,
God damn.
it's easier to have the excuse of having a fire while doing that now, James, right?
Yeah, true.
And be like, put my kid down, you weirdo.
It isn't like his normal necrophilia.
Yeah. Just like, man, just let him have his way with. He'll tire himself out, just...
See, when I think of you as a firefighter, I immediately think the Ren and Stimpy Firehouse episode. Oh.
That's a solid point there. Solid point.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
You have the metal version. So you actually have the metal version of that too.
We do have the metal version of it now. For
It's
people
brutal.
that this is
It's
a
heavy.
lot more. This is a lot more heavy. This has got some teeth on it. This has
Got a
got
little bit of grit.
You gotta sit down and buckle that seatbelt, pull it a little tighter.
You might want to turn the volume a little down on this one if you're like, oh wow, yeah, that was loud, that was great. This is gonna blow your eardrums out. If you have hearing problems, chill out. Not bad though. It's not too extreme to the point where you're like, what is going on? The lyrics are able to be heard, and that's important. The music is also on target. My opinion. But Josh, for as long as I've known you, man, the music that you do put out is always
I love the
like
metal.
that.
I love the metal.
It's always perfected, to one degree or another. And if it's not, you normally start off by saying, now this one's not done. But people, I tell you what, I might be the only person in the world that when you tell me that, I can say, I can tell it's not done, but yeah, blah, blah, blah.
But
other people, when they hear, oh, it's not done, give it a listen. They're like, well, it doesn't sound done. The fuck? No shit. It doesn't sound done.
It's not mixed yet. It's
that
still
just
raw.
happened.
Yeah.
That was the beginning part of the sentence. Doing music back in my early 20s, telling people, hey, this one's not done yet. I've run into the same kind of, and I mean stripped down. Acoustic, harmonica, maybe small drum.
Yeah, it's still just bare. It's just still bare bones.
Yeah, maybe drum map in the
But then
background.
you get those people that like love it. They're like, "Oh my god, it sounds great." And it's like, well, it's still not done yet. Wait till you hear it when it's finished.
Yeah, and then when it is finished, they're like,
"Holy shit!"
I like
amazing.
the one that sounded like a fucking child did it. Bring that one back.
It's like, no, I don't want to bring that one back.
Yeah, Jesus. Also, when it comes to listening to advice, people want to give you the opinion that they like.
Oh, that's the best part about it, because it's like, like as an artist, I listen to all that criticism. It's like,
it's so bad.
If I can do something better and everything, like that's what any of us in this band and everything, if we could make ourselves better and improve ourselves more and like put it out there better, absolutely.
Now you kind of take it as a challenge, and sometimes I would take it. I always look at people like, you're a fucking idiot and you should shut the fuck up. Like that kind of look I'll give them, not much with music, but when given a thing about comedy where they're like, you shouldn't involve blah, 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 and all that nice crap, because you do know what you're doing. And but your criticism, you kind of take it as a challenge. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Where they say, maybe you should make something that sounds like Frank Sinatra, but you do. But
absolutely. It's like, why not? Like, I'll sit there and see what I can mix in with that.
Yeah. I would look at them and say, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Sinatra's dead. That whole genre is dead for a reason. But Tony, do you have that metal one fired up?
I do. I have it all fired up. I'm ready to rock and roll, sir.
Brace yourself. We should have a countdown, but who likes countdowns?
Nah, we don't need countdowns.
This ain't New Year's Eve.
I love that Danny DeVito on a fucking motorcycle. I love our album cover. Okay. Baby's crying, but I don't care. My mom's crying, but I don't care. Oh no! Timmy boys in the well again with bad breast milk makes me. In a world where food's for the men, days fall apart. Sacrifice and slim Jim trust, make babies cry. Oh no! Timmy boys in the well again with bad breast milk meat. In a world where food's for the men, diets fall apart. Sacrifice and slim Jim trust, make babies cry. Oh no! Timmy boys in the well again with bad breast milk meat.
Yeah, that line fucking quality.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we've been busy.
Fucking.
Woo!
There it is.
Yep. Chorus was done correct. The hole was open, ready, filled correctly. I'll rephrase that tomorrow. That sounded a little.
Yeah, you filled the hole well, Josh.
How do you put so much stuff in the hole? It was wide.
It was wide.
Is it a double ham cram?
When that's a little bit of I'm sure it feels self-explanatory, but when there's a range from point A to point B, and then a third needs to come in to close the hole, That's what I mean by that. Musically arrangement time. But Sparky's got something on the big board there.
Let's see what he's got.
Maybe his opinion on everything. Now Sparky doesn't say a lot, but he does draw.
I
what he thinks.
love all the poppets in the back. Like that's so badass.
Yeah,
They are all Star Wars related, by the way.
Yeah, and he didn't buy one of them. He normally waits for this young child to come out of the toy store and scare the hell out of him, and then take his toy. It's been a long time.
Tactically acquired.
Yeah, not only does he have a collection of pop figures, but children as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a warrant out for Sparky somewhere, but that's all right. That's why we don't use his real name on here. I mean,
True.
Why? We're not going to try to snitch him, but he has such amazing art. We try to lock him down every week, and you'll see the vividness of this if Sparky
he does have a generic name. It is Tom Smith. And one. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Selena Gomez is next president. Taco, taco, burrito, burrito.
Hell yeah.
I get in the tub, says Benny Blanco. Benny Blanco. Yeah,
that's amazing. I always sit there and say Selena Gomez's pussy probably smells like taco farts and flamingo puke.
Has to. It's,
I say that all the time. So the fact that he has that depiction up there is amazing.
It's like he was reading your mind.
Exactly. Like, stop it. You're in here.
They should make
therapy, all right?
They should make a douche out there, a douche commercial out there that says burrito ass, taco farts, the smell of essence. Selena Gomez. That cheese you get at the local gas station. The shit they put on at Arby's. Benny Blanco. For scumbags that don't have a job.
The cheese loaf and the MRE. Oh my God.
Yeah, hey, I kind of want to I kind of want to look like a homeless guy that has the ability to cross-dress. Do you have something like that, sir? Our Benny Blanco collection is right over here.
No, but our old vocalist Alphonse might.
Alphonse?
Yeah. Oh, you remember him?
Yeah. He's kind of a Benny Blanco type where you're like, this man doesn't serve a purpose, and then he's got like one function to him, which is pretty good, but then the rest of the functions aren't that great at all.
He's like an Italian Ronald McDonald.
I would agree with that. Yeah, because he's nothing but a bill of bad goods with a smile on his face. It's like, hey kids, and everybody's like, dude, why are you hanging out with kids all the time? They're like, God damn it, they caught on to us.
They got us again.
Why do all the Ronald McDonalds we hire keep molesting children? It's like, God damn it, what?
They keep them right behind the broken ice cream machine.
Maybe it's a problem with our interview process. How much do you love children? Oh, a lot. This guy's gonna be great. He's gonna be an amazing Ronald McDonald. He says that he loves children to such an aggressive standpoint that he's had to have parents ask him to stop. I mean, come on now. And before he was a priest. I mean, what the fuck? How much better?
He keeps saying he's in the ball pit, but we don't even have a ball pit and he's naked.
You do now.
Yeah, when Ronald McDonald turns into the clown from It,
Ronald McDonald I remember as a kid. Going down the tunnel of the slide, you just see that at the end of it.
Oh God, who was that serial killer? Gracie or Gacy? William Gacy?
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, that's a scumbag for you right there. Where I've seen his story plenty of times, and then I'm just like, but come on, it's a fat guy in a clown suit who lives in the Midwest Southern
and no one
area.
thought that was weird.
That's always a weird thing.
Like, come on.
It's like, and he's hanging out with like teenage boys, and they're like, well, John Gacy, he's a good man.
Yeah, it's casual. I let him babysit my kids every weekend.
He's teaching those kids how to lotion up their backs. It's like, they're 14, and he's not related to them. Even if he was, what the hell?
They say more serial killers per capita come from Ohio than they do any other state.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Ohio.
Yeah.
Akron.
You learn something new every day. I never knew that.
Yeah. Crazy. It's in the water.
It's such a depressed area because where are they to escape to? Pennsylvania, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. There's no escape.
Yeah.
You are kind of in the better spot right there, and it's still pretty bad.
Centrally located, fucked up area.
Also, you're either a serial killer or a Browns fan. Now, who wants to be a Browns fan? Nobody wants them. The Browns even moved out of town one day. They are like, let's be in Baltimore from now on. So Browns fans hate it when I call their team an expansion team because technically I'm right. The 3 teams in the NFL that are normally doing terrible are all expansion teams: Panthers, Jaguars, Browns. But that's a whole other thing going on there. Seriously.
James probably sees crazy shit. You're a Jersey firefighter. You probably got a bunch of crazy shit that you've seen.
Nah, not too much. Not too much. I mean, you see some crazy stuff, but it's not too bad. Not
James,
like the city stuff.
How long have you been doing fire service for the city of which city are you?
I'm in Newton, New Jersey.
New Jersey, gotcha.
Yeah, I've been 3 years.
3 years. We always appreciate the service of firefighters, especially Josh. He's a vet. He's we won't get too much into service and all that nice stuff.
Look,
we're more interested
three things that come out of New Jersey, though, Kevin.
What's that?
And we've had them on the show. Now, of course, saltwater taffy is the only good thing that's come out of New Jersey.
Heights.
Oh yeah. Of course, right? Second, you have to have some sort of macho greased up meatball.
Yep.
You got to throw them out there. And number 3, psychics. Of course.
I thought psychics. Yeah, no, there's a lot of psychics.
Crazy enough, there are more psychics in New Jersey than any other state.
No shit.
And here's another fun fact: no one's won the Powerball in New Jersey
ever.
All these psychics put together, nobody's won the Powerball.
Those psychics suck.
They are bad at being psychics. They're I'm talking to a dead person. It's like, focus on the numbers, moron. Tell me what the balls are going to say tonight. Weird people. I thought you were talking about a sloppy meatball. I thought that was your nickname for James Gandolfini.
Other Soprano.
The New Jersey God right there, where people are like, I wrote in James Gandolfini. It's like, dude, he's been dead for quite some time now. Yeah, it doesn't matter, because it's a Jersey thing, and where there's Jersey, there's Italian incest. That's the thing. It's like, she's your cousin. Give her she's your cousin. Take her virginity. Like, whoa, buddy, what the fuck?
And they just say, I just sauced all over her.
What's wrong with your sister? Kiss her on the mouth.
Spicy meatballs, man.
Dude,
I just hit her with the gravy all over her face.
Oh, God almighty. Oh, God. Tony's adding some weird images right there.
So I got to ask you guys, from your very, very nimble starts in music, of course, what type of motivation keeps you going? What is your greatest accomplishment that you guys want to do soon? Is there something in the works as far as you guys are concerned,
the way Kevin was saying, the way the music industry is going now, I mean, it's like everything's based off of social media. I like to it's not like back in the day where you can walk around blocks and stuff and you can see different bands, different drawings and flyers and stuff. You don't see that anymore. So everything is on social media. So
there's no more street teams.
No, if you can get a big thing on social media, that'd be incredible. That would definitely be amazing.
Maybe have more of a social media presence and everything. Because I know a lot of us we do stay dark on social media for a lot of the stuff. My wife's been actually harping on us a lot about that, yelling at all of us, because she is an influencer in her stream. She's like, you guys got to be more active on stuff, and we are trying.
You do, but
sorry, Kevin. Sorry. The major thing about that is that with social media presence, you have to be active all the time.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Stay in the algorithm in that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, and it's back, of course, it's going back to not older mentality, but stuff that you kind of get used to happening, right? Where people hear your songs, they like them enough to kind of steal them or to take them. And you want to have a certain guarantee that that's not going to happen, or you can sue the shit out of somebody, sort of thing. And so everyone nowadays, they're so stuck in their own realm right now that there aren't as many music thieves out there. There aren't as many joke thieves out there. Don't get me wrong. there are still some scummy practices done constantly where they'll try to see if they can grab an arrangement up from yourself or whatever. And that's when, the real artists like yourselves, you just you get frustrated when you hear the same people that said, hey man, really nice arrangement, and then they're doing it next week, and you're like, whoa buddy, what the fuck is that? They're like, well, we liked it so much, we're using it. You should feel honored. And that's a scumbag right there for you, because I've seen that before. That's the thing. Whenever I'm writing jokes, and I try to write it to the point where no one could ever do a delivery like it. And you guys got something here where the metal
especially
stuff,
like with you, like especially like in the comedy world and everything. A comedy entertainer, it's a very, very cutthroat industry. Like if someone they steal you, they're always stealing people's jokes. You hear about it all the time in the industry.
Yeah, no, it does happen. And music wise, the door
same with the music.
ways.
Yeah.
You see the most creative people that actually do make it are, so someone will ask you your opinion of some people, and I'm not throwing out any names, but you have to you want to stay professional enough and say, oh yeah, they're nice. Oh yeah, they're cool. Or, oh yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah, we've worked together or whatever. But in reality, you got to grit your teeth and be like, those fuckers stole something from X, Y, and Z. And one took from one band, the other one took from the other band. And the three things that they share in common is not being creative and having enough money to, keep people in the dust sort of thing, where they don't really have to live off of performance. They could live off of failure and still have enough cash flow to back themselves up. That way they can dilute themselves and feel like they've actually accomplished something. Meanwhile, the people that are like, wow, this band's been around for how many years? And they're like, and they don't ask the next logical question, like, how many years? And they haven't really gone anywhere. Now, there are two roads from that point. Either they haven't gone anywhere because they're not very talented and they haven't really done anything new, or they haven't gone anywhere because record companies have found better looking people or similar sounding people to just outfuck them anyways, where they can get 7 or 8 people in the same room to kind of sound like them, to kind of look like them anyways.
In a sense.
Exactly. And it kind of messes things up big time, because record companies aren't looking for sustainable creativity. They're looking for one pop, and then they want to dispose of talent real quick. It's unfortunate that the consumers out there that want creativity interpret creativity as, oh, hey, it's fair game for everybody. That's why we have a new flavor, not of the month, not of the week. We got a new flavor of the fucking hour. Check out Spotify. You won't, if you have it on random or like just Spotify or iHeartRadio suggesting certain bands to you, you'll never get suggested the same different band twice over or 3 times over unless the band is paying for that advertising right for you to continue to hear them in that. And it kind of skews the situation. You kind of have to trick the robots here. So when your reluctancy is to get on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, all that crap, all the TikTok. Now TikTok is the new thing. Snapchat. You got to have a Snapchat. I mean, your whole lives have to revolve around your own lives, to the point where it's either you're catching on or you're losing friends because they're like, dude, you're all on my fucking shit here. And then you either lose followers and then gain followers that you'd never even heard of before. Tony.
The big major thing, and not necessarily for even artists, musicians, comedians, if you're in the entertainment world in general, you have to have a social media person.
Footprint, presence, something,
full time, and it sucks because like if you're really good at it, like if you're really, really good at it, you're not spamming 150 people under a fake Indian name. Saying, hey, hello, sir, I can help you promote your good. No, you ain't doing shit, man.
We get you millions of views on iTunes. It's like, with the millions of fake accounts that you made to juke the stats and pump the numbers up, congratulations. You've tricked a robot that doesn't know what bicycles are. You ever see that security thing? Find a bicycle. That's how we know you're not a robot. Dude, how can AI be so AI could be so smart on one level where you're like, write me a 500-page book in 3 seconds, and boom, it does it. It does it right off the bat. But then when you're like, hey, can you repeat the question? They're like, you need customer service. No, just repeat the last question. I'll transfer you to customer service. dude, no. And then when you get to customer service,
And
man,
no, my
for
name
some,
is Jim Jones.
dude, they're even fucking dumber. I got
It's
this
the
one
same person.
no accent. It's the same guy. Yeah. I can't help you with your last question, but if you need room on iTunes, God damn it. Boo from the Quickie Mart finally found his true calling in life, and he's a customer service rep right now. Which cancel culture, getting back to what you were saying earlier, you got the I don't want to call it wokeness because people have a swinging door definition of wokeness where it kind of works both ways. People say like a revisionist history where people are revising history to correct it, and then people are revising history to keep it the same. You see how that doesn't make any sense?
And it doesn't make
both
no.
ways.
It's like at the end of the day, you shouldn't be changing history at all.
It should
It's like,
just let's
shit.
just
leave it alone.
let's just get the history the right way to begin with, and you know, in some scenarios, it's not going to appease both sides because both sides are not 100% accurate. They're, you know, you got one, maybe they're aiming at 25%, the other one's aiming at 20%. And those are still really shitty numbers. But all you have to do is talk 10% a little bit, 10% of vagueness and 1% of a little bit of fucking farce detail over the bullshit. And you have 100% of the dumbass population that are leaning in being like, tell us more. Tell us more about how she's the best male swimmer. And you're like, yeah, but she used to be a man. How dare you? How dare you? That's 6'7" man that used to be a woman.
That's one of the things that like I don't understand that. When I saw that shit with the Olympics and the box and all that, it's like at the end of the day, if you're a male and you transition into a female, you should not be stepping into an octagon boxing or anything like that. With that
one example, I think that she was really just an in shape woman, and the other one was really out of shape, big time.
But there are cases where like there are females that aren't naturally females fighting these females. It's like holy shit.
Yeah, and it should be their own sport if possible.
Yeah.
But I've seen in shape females, like bodybuilder females. And you get them in the ring and you're like, whoa, holy shit. Now we basically got a fight on, you know, like a real fight going on here. That one woman that was in the Olympics, she's like, I've never been hit that hard. It's like, well, I'm sorry that Italy has terrible boxing and, you know, for females, but, you know, welcome to the rest of the world sort of thing where, you know, this Romanian chick did nothing but eat glass all day and fucking, you know, just beat the shit out of men to like, wait. And she's gotten beaten by an Irish woman too before, right? She, that woman, she got beat by an Irish girl before because they were just like training her on fucking sheep's blood and whiskey. And they're just like, dude, you know, this is like their own little genre. And then for people to say like, that was a man. It's like, you know what? Maybe by all the testosterone they've been taking, sure. But you check downstairs and that's all vagina right there. Guarantee it, you know? And it's a vagina that will kick your ass, you know? Like if you get down there, you go down there and it's like, you punch in the face. Holy shit. How did your vagina punch me in the face?
It's a meatloaf sandwich with man.
Oh,
you know, the vagina's got like, you know, like a face to it. You're like, Jesus Lord. It's looking like a Quato from fucking Total Recall. Like,
the stomach creature.
Yeah.
It's definitely a roast beef sandwich with muscle arms.
The doctor said it was just an enlarged clitoris.
She starts coming horsey sauce, you know.
Oh,
Not the meats.
Yeah, she bleeds Arby's sauce, you know. You're like, oh, you know, my wife's period's not that bad. We all like to dip in it, you know, a little bit of dip. It's got a little au jus since right here.
That's James's favorite, man.
Let's break out the whole Arby's fucking
James, let's clear the board here. Let's clear the board. Are you Red Wing certified, sir?
Holy shit. That's not clearing the board, Tony. I don't think you know what clearing the board is. That's putting more stuff on the board. Wing certified.
Did you get your jump wings?
For our non-viewing audience, James does have the, you know, just for our non-viewing audience, James does have the look like he, you know, he's ready for that action. You know, he would go into a burning fire. The hell with it if he wouldn't go into a burning pussy. Is that true, James? You know.
Sure, I'm happily married, but sure.
Happily married. All right. We got way off subject, Tony. I'm sorry.
We really did. Guys, I gotta ask, who is your you know, not to say your genre of choice to admire to? who do you admire as far as your world in the metalcore genre?
Good question.
Knee-jerk reaction, first hit. You know,
who's your go-to? You
can name more than one. You can name 2, 3. Just rattle them off.
Well, Jay Weinberg, Joey Jordison, Angelo Panene from Motionless in White, which I probably murdered his last name. I'm sorry, Angelo, if you're on here or whatever. But
God damn it, James.
Motionless in White, Slipknot, As I Lay Dying. That's pretty much about it, really.
Oh yeah. Me, I always loved Atreyu growing up as a kid. That's what really started metal off for me. One of my buddies, I went over to his house, we were sitting there playing Resident Evil, and he popped on an Atreyu CD, and that was my first time ever hearing that style of music. And then after that, it was Slipknot and Korn, Mudvayne, the legends, man. Those are the ones that started for me. Pantera. I've always loved Pantera, but also growing up, I've always loved country rock too.
Yeah,
So,
I can
rock
say
and
that
roll
too.
has always been my roots, man.
Country rock? Are you talking like a Kid Rock now?
Kid Rock, fucking I always loved
Yeah, remember when Kid Rock was
Stevie
like
Ray Vaughan? Like I loved listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan as a kid.
Stevie Ray
His
Vaughan,
guitar,
one of the
all
best.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Yes. I can vouch for that for Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I like how Kid Rock was like, yeah.
I loved Kid Rock as a kid. When I heard Ball with the Ball, I love that album. Cowboy, all that stuff.
It's
Now, do you guys have a genre special as far as, like, I know you guys do
I love metalcore.
Metalcore.
Yeah.
But have you ever done rockabilly or like, our country core?
No, but I just saw Country Core the other day. I was checking out a band called Lakeview. They had the lead singer of Gideon featured on their song, which was absolutely nuts. I never thought I'd hear screaming in a country song, and it blew my fucking mind.
Well, the funny thing about that is like country core or country metal is like that's where like a lot of my background history came from, like drumming, because I used to drum to like Beach Boys and Elvis and all that. Because like music was in my blood because my grandfather, he was a guitar player, so like learning, like growing up in the music industry, it was like I was like it was like from like old school, like really like 50s 40s and all that kind of style, and I just pretty much just grew it right from there. And I went from like Beach Boys to like metalcore, playing 250 300 beats per minute like it was nothing,
Disco had a lot of different drum beats as well, like different even like the George Clinton band, they had a lot of horns going on.
George Clinton, yeah.
They had a lot of horns going on with the bringing the funk out there.
Yippee-yo-yippee-yay.
That's like a lot of things too. It's just like you learn different things from different genres. Like metalcore is my cup of tea, but like I can go to work and I can listen to country, or if I can go like for a car ride and I can listen to jazz. It's just like because I respect all kinds of style of music. Because if it wasn't for those ladies and gentlemen back in the day, we wouldn't have the stuff that we have today.
Didn't you want us to do like a Vanessa Carlton cover or something like that back in the day?
Yeah.
I remember that. He threw me for a loop with that. One day we're going into practice.
That'd
He's
be
like,
interesting.
let's do a Vanessa Carlton
really
cover. I was like, what? Hell yeah, let's try it.
My wife gives me some shit because I actually did a cover of Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball, but I did it in a Dylan-esque kind of style. Stripped down. I mean, my voice is not what it used to be. It's more of a speaking voice right now, but I tried my best impression of what Bob Dylan would sound like.
Yeah, but what are you talking about? This is your singing voice.
I just this is my O face too. Like, Tony, what do you got on there? What shirt do you have on there? I kind of saw a glimpse of it right there.
I draw what I see, Sparky shirt.
Oh my God,
that is awesome.
That is our some of our merchandise from the Podguyz Podcast.com.
Awesome.
And the website is being reconstructed to better suit customer needs. The needs were very high. The requests for merchandise was also very high. So we are doing shirt designs, mug designs, all sorts of new designs for people. Sparky has all these different funny drawings most of the time, especially the one coming right up, Sparky. Flip that big board around, my friend. Come on. It says Madonna has a celebrity boxer. Boom! As you can see, Madonna's vagina is knocked out somebody who is on the
Her
ground.
large clitoris has a fist.
That is the joke
Make
that
Chuck
never
Norris
gets old
proud.
right there. The Madonna's vagina is an entity in itself right there. And, Chuck Norris versus Madonna's vagina, Chuck Norris would turn to stone. Her vagina has Medusa qualities to
Hell
it.
yeah.
Or is it stone or a pound of salt? Who knows? Something. I get my mythology mixed up there, but as does most things.
Hell yeah.
So I gotta ask Josh, this new band on the horizon, where can people download this song from? Phenomenally.
Right now we don't have that released. We just got done wrapping that up today.
We're
do you have?
exclusive. We're
So
exclusive.
very soon there is going to be music coming out very soon. You just gotta stay tuned and everything.
Yep. There's
Pretty
gonna be
much
definitely.
tonight we just gave you guys a nice edging and everything. Keep you on your seats.
I love it.
Oh,
Love
that
it.
too. We're gonna be dropping social media: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, maybe Twitter. So
In the next
Well,
few months, the next few
like-
weeks, next few months, we should have a lot of stuff coming out for you guys.
I
Yep.
want you to just feel as free as possible. We have two pages that we have the Podguyz Podcast page where we had to kind of envelop the store into that. That's a little new. And then we have the private page, over 1,300 followers there. We have a long list of podcast sharing networks too. You
Cool.
drop your link, we will share the
absolutely.
shit out of it, man.
Absolutely.
Thank
As soon
you.
as we
Much
get
as
stuff
possible.
done, you guys will absolutely know first.
Because we appreciate this. We appreciate the music drop, the exclusiveness. I mean, I had told Tony, I said, Josh is totally in. He's like, he's going to show up, right? I said, of course he's going to show up. Unlike, some things happen with guests where, they get shot in the face, or they shoot themselves in the face, or hang themselves, and then
Yeah.
we're bashing them on air, and we get a call saying, hey,
Oh no, I was excited.
it was a suicide,
Like
And then we're
I haven't talked to you in a while, and when I got your message to come up and join the podcast, I was pumped. I was
Yeah.
super
He
stoked.
was a little nervous, but I'm like, you're all right, bud. It's like
No,
going on
no.
stage.
We yeah, man. We don't try to have anybody. We don't try to have a bad time on here. We just hang out, and most of the time. Sometimes the conversation.
No, it's
leads
like
into
even
some
as a musician,
terrible things.
it doesn't matter. Like I could be playing in front of 5 people, I could be playing in front of thousands of people. I still get nervous, even up on
Yep.
camera and everything. I'm still human at the end of the day.
I hear you.
But
No,
I
you're
have
not,
fun.
Josh. You're a fucking animal.
He's a robot the whole time. He's never aged, by the way. This dude is not aging at all.
Dude, I get that all the time. I finally was able to go out and get beer the other day and not get carded.
Really?
It was amazing. Usually they're staring at my ID, then looking at me, and they're like,
Well,
"This is a brother," and it's like, "No, that's not a brother."
come
That's
on,
really-
and
You
come
will
on.
forever
and-
be 18.
I'm a
Josh,
vampire.
it kind of looks like you do have the look where you look like you are going to rip off the mustache and thing and be like, undercover, like, give me your liquor license, and they're like, ah, shit,
Stop
I knew
resisting.
It, Like,
Josh
like,
is part of the musical Illuminati.
Hell yeah.
stop resisting while you get the taser on them. Stop resisting.
Hell fucking yeah. But no,
Well,
I just
we're
I
gonna
need
end
help
the
to
show,
take care of
Kevin. We're
myself.
gonna wrap it up soon.
Wrapping it up, whapping it up,
We're gonna whap
it up.
Gonna wrap it up.
Yeah. We love going over the wet ass pussy lyrics most of the time because man, that is some poetry right there. I mean, for the females to empower themselves, to talk about how wet their pussy is and to describe it as ass, wet ass pussy.
We're gonna
It's
go
really-
with the Dank Moss lyrics for this week.
Hell yeah.
It really takes your soul in a different direction. So, do you guys have any more songs that you sent Tony over, or just the one version right there?
Just
The two?
those two.
Just the
Just
two.
those two for right now.
Very, man, they are very, very cool though, all around. We have a lot of comments in the comment block right here. Bree's been commenting, "No, you didn't. I'm dead." I don't know what that really means. Metal people are scary. Best example of what metal people really are. Macy Mayer, is that your wife, James?
No, that's my sister.
That's your sister.
Oh,
She
yeah.
says, "Go, James! So proud of you."
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait,
Aw.
if I were to have read the previous comment, hey, bro, good to see you on the podcast. That would have solved that issue right there. Everybody's having a good time in the comments. Big shout out to Thurman Wilson. You're the man, Thurman. You're the man. Feel free to share the podcast. Sparky's working on something. I can see him drawing right now.
That's even like with me.
I love Sparky's artwork. I'm definitely
like
picking up some merch from you guys.
Like a little thing about me too is like I endorse SJC Custom Drums.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a full endorsement with Scorpion Percussion, which has my own drumstick. It's got
autograph too, which is awesome.
Autographed.
Nice.
I don't know if you could see it on the camera, but it's my own signature.
Oh, look at that!
Right, yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any T-shirts or merchandise for sale that people can buy? That way they can support the band.
For Witness a Tyrant, we don't. We do have the old merch up still for Conquer the Great, but we are going to have merch and everything getting spun up in the next few weeks, hopefully.
I cannot wait for the launch, man. I'm digging the threads, by the way, with the Nightmare Before Christmas hat going on.
Hell yeah, it's my lucky bandana.
Yeah.
Had it for years.
Are you guys gonna do any live shows soon or no?
Hopefully, I would say by maybe midsummer,
early summer, midsummer, somewhere around that time. So
yeah,
I mean, we rather write and just continue writing and get a bunch of things done. So when we actually do a show and they want like an encore or something like that, we can gladly do that for the fans and the family.
It's always good to have that one more extra song in that pocket.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
I mean, even with me and Josh,
for you guys, I know solo acts, very tough to sell somebody on solo music. As far as like original compositions and original song making. Do you guys also do covers, but in a metalcore genre?
We've actually tossed around that idea a bunch for possibly doing a few different like Punkos pop style covers for different songs.
Because they're like all the rage over on Spotify and all that.
Oh yeah, and I love them too. Like I've been following I can't remember their name, but there's one group I absolutely love their fucking covers, man. Damn, having a brain fart.
I usually listen to Podguyz Punk.
Yep. I Prevail. I mean, they've been killing it with covers too. So I mean, it's definitely out there. I mean, like Josh just said, me and Josh has been like going back and forth and like asking questions of what songs to cover. Because the toughest thing about it now too is just like what songs to cover.
I got a great idea for you guys. This is going to be life-changing for you right now. So people have been bluegrassing metal music. So why don't you metal bluegrass music?
You could do that.
Absolutely. I'm so fucking down.
Oh yeah.
Just metal the shit out of it. Just change the
put that stank on it.
Yeah. Just obviously speed up certain parts and scream other parts and
hell fuck it, yeah.
Chop it up a little bit, because the bluegrass for the metal, always they're like, oh, okay, this is what they were talking about. All right, this is pretty nice with the little banjo twang, a little bit of violin, slow backbeat drums.
A banjo fucking breakdown, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds nasty.
But banjo breakdown into a two-step. There you go.
But metal up that two-step there, man. You turn it into some fucking kind of fall down right there. Just make sure you get people in the mosh pit. Now on social media, Facebook, I saw this one kid got knocked out. All right, he got knocked the fuck out. Rich Howells, NPA scene, shared it, and I was so disappointed that people did not just keep beating the shit out of him. Like what happened to this world?
I love it. He's all about the crowd bash show.
Man, if you're in the pit, you go to a Misfits concert, you're in the pit, you stay down. You are down.
Well, but it's not like saying, like, if someone goes down, pick that person up, make sure they're okay, and if they're good, throw them right back into it.
No, they stopped the whole show. Is everybody okay? And I'm like, what is going on here?
I've been seeing that a lot recently, like bands stopping shows because of that.
Dude, and I get it. Probably one of the biggest mosh pits of all was Machine Gun Kelly down in Texas.
Shit.
Yeah, because people started dying.
The biggest one that I ever been in
70-some people died trying to escape the concert, break into the concert, get into the pit.
Holy shit.
He didn't know that people were dying, and he was like, yeah, go louder. He's all the way up top on like some kind of, because he's kind of clueless as it is anyways, you know, he's just going incite, and they're like, oh, you were inciting violence to the point where people died. And he was like, people died? He had no fucking clue.
He was just in the moment enjoying himself as an artist. He saw a crowd enjoying the music. He could
man, this was during COVID time, so they all had like a big crowd, like, you know, people were wanting to get out to a live show. He had it in a really big field down in Texas, and people were so compacted, it was like the excursion of 1,000 Black Fridays all together. I don't even think people liked the music. They were just like, we need to get out.
Just happy to get out and just enjoy a concert after being cooped up.
Yeah, and nothing more people like to do besides bump into each other, then you bump into me. Then,
exactly.
Then it just turned into a fucking stomp fest where it's just like
spending $30 for a shitty beer.
You're stomping around. You're like, man, this is pretty mud. This is pretty muddy grass. And you're like, that's a dead body. What the fuck? You know?
Still metal.
The biggest pit
Drop my
I've
beer.
ever been.
Pick it up, you know. It's fine. It's got a little blood on it, you know.
Dump that shit out.
5 second rule.
Hell yeah, fucking Viking.
5 second rule. The biggest pit I've ever been into was Lamb of God Black Label.
Dude, mine was Ozfest, dude. Fucking
Ozfest?
the Art Center.
That was my biggest pit.
Hot Topic stage.
From Lamb of God when they played Black Label. That was a nut. That pit was crazy.
Oh yeah, that's when moshing was still moshing, dude.
Yep. The Wall of Death. Oh my God, man. Oof.
Yeah, nowadays you got signs and venues, no crowd surfing, no moshing. It's like you want this crowd to. When you have a high energy band,
that's why
you tell me you want these people to just stand there. It's like, nah, as an entertainer, I want to see you move.
Yeah,
around, jump, go.
No, they want to see them go like this on the phones and be like, hey, you know.
Yeah,
phones.
but don't take pictures.
Yeah. You see there's a thing going.
Right.
There's a thing going around from Green Day. Like Billy, he got mad because that's all he ever seen was his phone. He's like, please put your phones down. Like, come on now. You know?
Okay. Well, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You know, the be so entertaining that people can't use their phone.
Yeah.
Be that good. If I see somebody on their phone, I never call them out on it. If I'm doing a show, I never call them out on it. I always just say to myself, man, either they're going to be missing a really big punchline and wondering why everybody's laughing, or somebody dragged them to the show and they're not supposed to be here anyways, or hey, they might be recording it, or
they just want to capture the moment.
They might be talking about it on social media at that point. You just never know. But to call somebody out and be like, watch the show, do what I say, pay attention to me. Dude, you got one person there out of 1,000. Out of 1,000 being distracted.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of the phone thing. Like when I saw Knotfest and everything a few years back when Slipknot was up on stage, I had my phone out the whole time recording with the biggest smile on my face just to capture that moment, because it's like it's fucking Slipknot, man. Love those guys. You guys gave me my childhood.
Yeah, I mean, I was the same way. Like when I've never seen Slipknot until 2019, pre-COVID,
nice.
And it was just like, I mean, I didn't see it with Joey, but I mean, I wish I did back in the day. I
saw him when they had Weinberg in there still.
And then, like when I first saw him, that was like that was my thing. I pulled my phone out as they just started. I mean, hey, I mean, it was definitely great. I mean, I enjoyed it. You know.
Hell yeah.
Very sweet.
All right. Well, guys, you heard it here first. Make sure you tune in for play this over and over and over again if you can. Man, these videos are quality videos. Guys, we're the Podguyz Podcast every Monday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. Sparky, where can you find us if you're looking for us?
Sparky's got something there on the big board as well.
I'm going to end this evening's episode of the Podguyz Podcast as a Scooby-Doo ending.
Okay.
Ruh-roh, Sparky.
Very nice. It says, hey, where are all the rest of the Epstein files? I sent them to Gene Hackman's house, Mr. Bond. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Because just like Epstein, Gene Hackman didn't kill himself. How many times do you see a healthy 95-year-old man just dying at the same time with his wife and one dog 2 dogs, by the way, got away, and those dogs should have been questioned by pet psychics. I still say to this day, they should have gotten the dogs, gotten the pet psychics, maybe gotten Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dog the
to
Bounty Hunter
find
would have been
these
perfect.
dogs. These other dogs should have been found by Dog the Bounty Hunter or Bounty Hunter the dog, which is kind of like Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's still got the sunglasses look, but he's a dog instead of a human. You know,
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
it sounds
Dog,
like a
dog.
shitty. It sounds like a shitty kids cartoon instead of Bluey. You know, you just got that Dog the Bounty Hunter, and you're like, you know, if your kid's a little white trash, but you're like, you know, you don't like Bluey, but he does like Bounty Hunter the dog. You mean Dog the Bounty Hunter? No, sir. I mean Bounty Hunter the dog.
He's got a mullet and vaping.
It teaches kids nothing except that when you do catch the person that owed money to their parole, to give them a cigarette afterwards.
Remember to sleep tight, keep your butthole tight.
There you go. Oh, Lord.
Guys, we're the Podguyz Podcast. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso. Les
Sparky.
Josh, James, thank you guys for coming on the show.
No problem, guys.
Big stuff
Thank
coming
you.
out soon. We can't wait to share. Very excited. Guys, we'll catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
We'll catch you soon.
Hell yeah.
Have a good one. You
Have
too.
a good night.
Woo.